the Men in Black today.
Black shirts with symbols.
Mm-hmm.
And MIB3's coming.
Yeah. Ooh. I contain my excitement.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
We love those movies.
I wait to see it in 3D.
I bet it'll be in 3D.
Yeah.
Men in Black 3D.
Because somebody wanted it. See my excitement here? I'm excited on the inside. Because today is New Comic Day. It is the last week of the old DC. So DC, as you know
Bye,
it,
DC.
going away next week, and then it's starting fresh. So a lot of
weird.
stuff.
That's weird. That's a heavy thing to think about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looking at the invoice this morning, I saw Flashpoint 5 and Justice League 1, and the excitement is building. So it's like, what's going to happen? How are things going to change? We don't know. We're going to find out next week along with you guys. And then September is just going to be boom, 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 boom. New books, new books, new books, new books. It's going to be awesome.
So strap in, folks.
Mm-hmm.
It's a roller coaster.
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff out from DC this week because next week, those are the only two books that are coming out from DC.
Yep.
Flashpoint, Justice League. And in fact, we are going to open up at midnight Tuesday going into Wednesday. So 12:01 a.m. you're going to be able to get your copies of Flashpoint and Justice League. But we're going to have a little pre-party, so we're going to open at 10. Have a little DC sale going on here. Lots of special things. We'll announce that later
Almost
this
a
week.
going away party, if you will.
And then at 12:01, boom, you can get your books. Be on the first to see what's up with DC. So come in on Tuesday. Get your books.
And then when you come in on Wednesday, you get the other stuff.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of great stuff coming out next week too. So speaking of great stuff, this week, boom, let's get through our picks of the week. Let's see.
Now what?
Polybag.
Why is that bagged?
Apparently you want to open these polybags because Stanley is signing random copies of the Ultimate books. And this is kind of, if you read Ultimate Fallout, they kind of realign things for the Ultimate Universe, and now they're kind of, these are great jumping on points. So if you like the Iron Man, Thor, Captain America movies, this is the book for you, because they're kind of drawing everything in line with the movies. So, new creative team, Jonathan Hickman, Asad Ribic.
And
I think it's going to be really good.
Good book. And
read it last night.
A bonus, hey, Stanley might have signed a copy.
Yeah.
Did Stanley sign the copy that you read?
No, because I read the variant. So, the variant is not in the polybag.
Sneaky.
Mm-hmm. So I like it. It's kind of bringing the Ultimates back to where it was before. It kind of got too cartoony and just goofy with Ultimates 3.
The robots.
And then Miller came back, and it kind of wasn't the same because it's like, oh, look, Hulk vampire. Really? Is that in line with Ultimates 1 and 2?
Yeah. So, they're back.
So yeah, good stuff from DC this week. DC Comics presents JLA Heaven's Ladder. Brian Hitch doing some big action style Justice League stuff. So for $7.99, quite the steal. Retroactive, I picked one last week. I'm going to pick one this week. Justice League America. Why? Because I love the creative team. Love Kevin Maguire's art. So, you know, one last hurrah for the Justice League International before they get relaunched. This one is a pick of the week, but you can't get it till next week. I'm going to go hold it up nice and close.
Wow.
It's the Angel and Faith New England Tour variant. Rebecca Isaacs is going to be touring New England, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts. Not this weekend, but the following weekend. And she's going to be signing these limited edition. Limited edition.
Come get yours.
So, all the 1,000 copies. Awesome cover. Rebecca really knocked it out of the park. So.
Yep.
But if you want something else, by Rebecca, Iron Age Omega. She did this as well. So you can grab this, grab Angel and Faith next week, and you can get it signed on the 3rd. And then, speaking of variants, Ninja Turtles back. I'll let him get into that, but then we've got this special variant cover. It's got a sketch area on the back. So Thursday night for Sketch Club. You come in, we'll give you a copy. You guys sketch it up, and we'll scan it because the other stores in New England, Larry's and Jetpack and Friendly Neighborhood Comics and all those guys, they're doing their own sketch club. So we want to see what you guys can do.
We got to see what you can do.
We're going to knock it out of the park. So
represent. That does confuse me with the gatefold cover. Yeah, I have to pick Turtles. Turtles was just a very early favorite of probably all of us. But I can remember where I was when I got my first Turtle comic. It was a little underground, literally underground, downstairs comic store at Hampton Beach. I was there grabbing some books, and saw it, and, oh, that's kind of a funny title. Whoa. And boom, that was it. So, could very well be one of the reasons I'm stating that led me down that pathway. Ooh, R2-D2's in your pocket. So, come check it. It's just, we're all so excited.
We're glad to have Ninja Turtles back. Too long.
Warehouse 13, new number 1. This is a really, really cool TV show on the Sci-Fi Channel. It's basically that warehouse in Raiders of the Lost Ark, where the Ark gets put in. It's that type of warehouse where it's all the weird alien and ancient and strange mystical artifacts are, and these are the people that protect it. So definitely cool to check out. Uncanny X-Force, of course. I don't think a week goes by that this isn't on our picks. And now we're kind of in the thick of the return to the Age of Apocalypse, so that's going to be really cool. If you notice, there's been some little teaser images online of a new Uncanny X-Force, or a new X-Force, and I think they're going to be pulling some major Age of Apocalypse shenanigans wrapped into the new team. I think it's going to have a lasting effect on who the new status quo is. And if you've seen that picture, you know what I mean. And we have R.A. Salvatore, Legend of, I've always said Drizzt, because you got to do the double Z's. Some people say Drizzt, some people say Drizzt. Either way, new story of your favorite dark elf, bad A, with a couple of swords. I'm really excited to read this because I've read not all of them, I'm not like a hardcore fanatic, but I've read quite a few of the books, and he is a really amazing character. I know a lot of you love him out there, so definitely come check that out. And back to the beginning.
Yeah, speaking of D&D, IDW put out this hardcover collection of The Dark Sun, which, if you look at it, you might think, oh, which manual is this? No, this is the trade paperback.
That is beyond cool.
IDW does some awesome hardcovers.
Yep.
A couple weeks ago, we had the big Thor Master Edition, Walt Simonson. We've got this. The Lock and Key stuff always looks awesome.
This fooled me. Yeah. This fooled me when I'm like, oh, what? Oh, you. Yeah, so.
And coming around the bend, they're going to be reprinting the original Ninja Turtle stuff, which has been out of print for like ever. So we're very excited for that to be coming back. So IDW, awesome job with hardcovers. So well worth it. So props to them.
Speaking of hardcovers, Image, Echoes. This is, for those of you who think that, like, a comic or a graphic novel can't actually be scary. We know it can be disturbing, but this is actually, like, genuinely chilling. So this is something, I just think it's a really little creepy kind of cover. But definitely come check that out if you haven't read this series. It's kind of a psychological mind twist. So definitely check that out.
So some nice hardcovers this week.
Definitely.
We've got games showing up today. We had yesterday game shipment come in. Today more games coming in.
Angry Bird Magnets are here.
Angry Bird Magnets showed up. We've got all kinds of stuff coming in. It's almost like new stuff coming in.
Gamers out there, Monster Binders are finally back in stock. We have a whole spectrum of colors. Finally.
So next week, brand new DC relaunch of the universe. Make sure you're checking out our website, dmcomics.com, Facebook, and Twitter, because we're throwing out all kinds of information about our women's discussion night. We've got an art class that's starting up on Thursday, along with Sketch Club. Vinyl Night went really well, so we're bringing that back next month. And then you also want to save the date for September 10th. We're going to be doing an open house. So we want everybody to come down and celebrate with us the awesomeness of comics and games. Bring your friends, tell your friends, your family, because this is the perfect time to get them into comics.
True.
Whether they're checking out the Ultimates, whether they're checking out the new DC stuff.
The new X-Men.
Yes, so this is the time to get them in. So there's going to be lots of great stuff for them to jump into. We're going to give away free comics. There's going to be a free Magic celebration tournament going on, so you have a chance to win all kinds of free prizes. We'll have some incentives tied into that. Pat's going to do a Yu-Gi-Oh! Box tournament. We're going to have board game demos. Keith Champagne's going to be here signing copies of his books. Yeah. So
follow us, because that's going to be your best guide. Well, besides actually coming in.
Yeah.
You can come in. We would rather have you come in.
So
both.
Yeah. So it's a nice Wednesday here. So come on down and get some new books, and we'll catch you later.